What's going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. So, it is day 6, and I don't think it happens until nighttime of day 7, but I might be wrong about that when the Horde comes. This is 7 Days to Die, for those of you that don't know. And I am just setting up how I do my first Horde night. You guys don't have to do it this way, but it's just easier for me. I still have my house over there. That's a piece of crap. I haven't seen zombies in like 2 days, so that has me thinking it's probably going to happen tonight. Not like 2 days. I guess it was last night, and then up until now I haven't seen a single zombie. I've been building this since last night. So as you can see, this is my structure that I usually build for when the Horde comes. I'll do, what is this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pillars, and I'll show you guys from the top in a second. And then on the edge of these, on these little L-shaped ones, I do have ladders. This is how I get back up in case I fall off or something happens to where they knock it down underneath me or something like that. Some of these pillars should stay standing. If you fall down there, you're probably dead anyway, because you're going to land on your own spikes, and moving around is just going to hurt you, and then they're going to be hitting you, so you're probably dead. You want to build an extra little big square that's up here and put a fireplace up here, because in this area it does snow. Which I did try digging up snow. I talked about that the last time. It didn't give me any snow, so I don't know if you can actually melt snow and turn it into water or not. And then I have these little pieces here on the end, so that if they are underneath there or underneath where I'm currently standing, I can kind of come out here and shoot underneath. I'm going to be using a bow. As you can see, my clubs and my bows down here at the bottom, they are both 212. And then I got my tools up to 159 at the moment. I did that on like night 3. Nothing was really spawning in. Night 4, I actually had a horde come through, not like the 7 Days to Die horde, like not the official horde, but every once in a while you'll get a random horde that kind of patrols through. It's usually like 5 or 6 zombies, maybe a little bit more, but they just kind of stroll through. So I was just sitting in the house just crafting. I just stayed crouched. They didn't hear me or anything. They moved along. I think one of them on day 4 got stuck on like the guardrail at the house, and I just waited till morning, went out there and killed him. But the rest of them had already moved on, so I didn't have to fight them all off. So as you can see, what I'm doing is, if you come in here and you come under this one right here, it says tools and traps, you have these wood log spikes that only take, well, I don't know how many it takes. I think it's like 100. No, it's not even that. It's like 10 wood per thing that you craft. If you look at these, it's 100 per. So you want to craft these. Oh, it's actually 20. Okay, so it's 20 of 20 wood. Just craft one wood log spike where it's 100 of those. They do basically the same damage. This one's upgradable. I don't think these ones are. But it says it lasts longer than spike traps, so I don't know why they even have spike traps in the game. Maybe people use them as like a, I don't know, another spot to where if they're still coming or whatever, they can land on those afterwards or something. I don't know. It seems like a waste to use the other ones at all. What I've been doing is I've been crafting 50 at a time. Right now I have about 60, so I'm not going to craft more at the moment. But what I'll do is I've been kind of going in like a spiral direction. So I'll start, I'd start it on that center pillar. And you want to come around, you want to place a whole line here. You guys don't have to do this on your first horde night. Obviously, this is just what I'm used to, and it works for me, so I continued to do it. I know other people that just hold up in a house. The first horde night's not that hard at all. Most horde nights I won't hold up in a house. I haven't done like the extreme horde nights though, but most of them I won't hold up in a house just because I don't want them tearing the house out from underneath me. I think I was playing with a friend once and we did it, and we lived actually over on that farm, I think, and we had all the houses connected by like things like this, like railing systems going across from like house to house, and they destroyed all 3 houses. We survived, but they destroyed all 3 houses by the end of the night, and it just wasn't worth needing to repair all that and go through it again. So I would suggest building something like this, at least on your first horde night, just to get through it, because That house right now is crap, and I don't want to live there anyway, so there's no point in upgrading that because you're going to end up leaving the area. So once you place down the spikes, you hold L2 on them with your axe or any tool, I think, and it will upgrade the spikes. If I had metal, you keep hearing that dink sound. That just means I don't have metal to upgrade it further. You can upgrade it once with just wood, which takes an additional 10 wood. And then you can upgrade it with metal if you want, and it'll put like a metal tip on these. And then you can do it a second time with more metal, and I think it puts metal over the entire thing. Another thing you guys may want to look at, which I did not do and I completely forgot about that. These pillars, I upgraded them up to as far as they'll go. Up there you don't really have to, they're not going to reach up there, but let me just show you. So if you upgrade it, now it looks like these ones here. So these are upgraded at least twice. So they're going to have to hit it a lot just to break it. But the problem is, though, that they can't actually do that because they're going to pile up on these pillars while I'm trying to shoot them from up top. What I normally do, which, like I said, I forgot, is I'll take any metal that I've found over the last couple days, and I'll use it to at least upgrade the pillars, and then these spikes I don't really mess with. A lot of these spikes aren't even going to get used. What happens is the zombies just come from all directions. They'll run towards them, and they're going to run towards wherever you are. So you want to start off on that middle pillar, and they're going to run across all these. A lot of them won't even make it to the middle. They'll probably die before that, or they may get crippled, and they'll be crawling towards it. Some of them will get stuck. If they're like laying down next to the thing like this, it's not going to hurt them, but they can still attack it. So they're going to have you're going to have a lot of damage ones at the end of the night as well. If you plan on staying here till day 14 when the horde comes through again, you may want to just repair everything. It all depends on you guys. Day 14, if I have the right materials and I have the right blueprints and everything, usually I will move out of this area and I'll go to like a hospital or a prison or something like that. I don't even know if there's a prison in this game. A hospital or like a school or something. Just something that is an upgraded building. Usually it has concrete walls or brick walls or anything like that. They are stronger, so that's just normally what I do. Like I said, you guys don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. I'm just letting you guys know how I do it. And I want to show you guys the horde night so that you guys can at least experience it with me. And if you guys want to see more after that, then we'll go from there. But that's probably going to be it in this video. So it may take a little bit to get there. I may actually cut the video here in a second just until the horde actually comes. But I wanted to show you guys what I'm building and everything like that so that you guys can actually see how my structure works and everything. So now obviously the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to take all these spikes past your way to get back up. You can if you do. I would suggest coming out at a V, so like place one here and then the next one would be here and then the next one would be here, because you can leave a straight line here and you can just come straight out this way. But if you're, say you come all the way out here and it's literally there's spikes all right here and then there's going to be spikes all on this side, it's going to be very hard for you to run in between those spikes without touching either side. You touch either side, it's going to bump you to the other side and you're just going to get hit, knocked back. You're just going to get hit back and forth between your own spikes, and then at the same time you're going to have zombies chasing you. So if you come out at a V, or even at least make a wider gap, come over like 2 or 3 and then come straight out, that's fine as well. Just make a wider gap so that you can run straight to your ladder, jump on your ladder, get up here, and then you want to jump over this gap because there's going to be spikes right down there. The whole reason for the gap is that the zombies cannot jump. The zombies cannot jump, so if you make that gap, no matter how big or how small, they won't be able to make it over to the other side. Is that worth going to get? I think that's where one was before. That's why I have a path already out there. I have made a whole bunch of arrows. That's actually another thing I want to talk about. If you switch to your bow, if you hold circle, if you have multiple arrows, like different types, it'll actually show you here. So at the top one are your stone arrows. The left one looks like flame arrows. The bottom ones are steel arrows. And the ones on the right, I don't know what those are. It looks like just another form of arrow, but it's going clockwise from the top, it's stone, and then the one that I don't know, steel arrows and flame arrows. They all take extra stuff just to make, so the one steel arrow that I do have that you guys see in there, that's just, I got lucky and I found it. I did not make that one bit. Let's go out and grab that, I guess. We have time. I hope we have time. We're gonna go check it out. And day 3 when there were no zombies, and last night what I was doing is I was collecting a ton of wood. So as you can see, I have a stack of 6,000 there, and I had like a stack of like 4,000 or 5,000 there. So it actually takes, so if you guys are trying to build what I built, it's going to take a lot of wood. Make sure you guys stock up on that. I also got my health and my stamina back up to 100 each. And literally all I did is I killed a pig. He gave me 5 pieces of meat. I cooked them and I ate them, and it gave me all 5 points back. It did it one at a time, but it pretty much did them back to back because I was already at full health and everything. But my character was starving. I wanted to get the food as high as possible. And I also went and got a whole bunch of corn the last time as well, because I had to go and refill my water as well. And I've been finding a few glass jars here and there. There's also the tree stumps that I mentioned to you guys. If you guys find honey in those, save the honey. The honey works kind of like a medical thing. If you get infected, I believe it will cure infections. So at least I shouldn't say that, because I actually haven't tried that in a while. That's what it used to do. So hopefully it still does the same thing, because I'm just kind of holding on to the honey. And every time I see one of these, I pick them up, just because we're going to need those arrows. We're going to need feathers to make the arrows for the actual Horde Night. What was that? Something happened over there. I saw it. Oh. This is that garage area. Yeah, there's zombies right there. They already see me. Okay, that's fine. Now, the Horde Night, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, it actually looks like it is right now. It gets really foggy, it's hard to see and everything. So if you guys didn't notice, around that structure that I built with all the spikes and everything, I knocked out all these things. I also did that just because I needed it to make axes and stuff. But I knocked out all of those, and then I also knocked out all of the actual trees, just so that I could see when the Horde does come. Sometimes they'll be coming at you and you'll look one way and you won't see anything, so you won't know to shoot, but then there'll be zombies behind the trees still approaching you and you just don't know. The further out you can see them, if you can hit them, then that's usually a better thing, just to hit them the further they are away. So it definitely helps to clear out the trees and everything, especially the ones that look like this, like these little pine trees. Things can easily approach you very closely if you don't knock those out from behind those. There's a zombie over there. He sees us too. Oh, maybe he doesn't. We're not detected. Oh, well, we're detected now. Yeah, we're being hunted. Yeah, that just means he's approaching us. So the difference between being hunted and sensed, if you're being hunted, that means they see you, they know where you're at, and they're gonna come at you non-stop. Usually you can outrun them. This does not count for Horde Night. Horde Night, they already know where you are. You're going to be hunted all night. They will follow you non-stop on Horde Night. But, oh, this is the first place we started, because there's my 3 blocks. But one of the things that I do want to point out, though, is if you are running, like right now, how I'm running away from this guy, you can outrun them hunting you. So like right now I'm undetected. Being undetected means they don't know you're there or anything. And then the difference between being sensed and being hunted. So if you're being sensed, that just means that they know you're somewhere in the area, or they heard you, or they can smell you if you have meat on you, something to that effect. So be very careful with that. Usually if you're being sensed, they're going to find you. It's kind of rough that they don't. He already seen me. I was trying to show you guys the sense thing, but he already seen me, so So that's the difference between being hunted and being sensed. If you guys have more questions about that, let me know, and I will definitely explain a little bit more in detail if I can. So he's dead. We can crouch down. You can see I'm undetected again. The pig that I killed, like I said, he gave me meat. Any meat, I think I explained this last time, but I want to go over it again. Any meat that you're holding on to, whether it's raw meat, rotten meat, cooked meat, anything at all, you will be sensed. They are going to smell you, even if you're staying very quiet and you're in your house. Honestly, there's a couple things that you can do. You can put the meat on the ground and literally you can just drop it. You won't be sensed anymore. But if they sensed you and you're in a house, more than likely they're just going to keep attacking the house because they already know you're in there. Another thing you can do is you can create a chest, or if there's anything in the area like I have, how there is a refrigerator. It doesn't have to be a refrigerator, but anything where you can put it, like a refrigerator, the shelf, anything like that, put it in there before you get sensed. Cooked meat in this game, I don't think goes bad, but don't quote me on that. If it's raw, I think it can go bad, but if it's cooked, I don't think it can. And the last time we did charred meat, that's what I showed you guys. Charred meat will actually dehydrate you if you eat a lot of it, so make sure you guys have a source of water if you're eating nothing but charred meat. To get grilled meat or boiled meat or anything like that, you need the extra stuff. Boiled meat, I think you need the pot. Grilled meat, you need the little grill thing, and I don't think there's anything else. You can do like meals, like they have. I can actually show you guys when I get back to the house right now. They have like little things where if you have a specific type of meat, you can actually do like bacon, or you can do like meat and eggs and stuff like that. Like that's what I mean by meals. So that's definitely something you guys may want to pay attention to as well. And we're actually really low on food, I guess, from running that distance. Let's learn that thing we got. What is this? Rocket launcher. I think we already learned this one, didn't we? Yeah, see, that's the bad thing, is it doesn't tell you. The only way to find out would be if we had the workbench, because I think that's where this is made. If we had the workbench, you can actually look at the workbench and see if you already have it learned. Does it show it in here? Weapons. We're probably under guns. Yeah, see, it doesn't say anything about rocket launchers in here. Oh, and I also have 40 points. That's just from all the stuff I've been doing. If you come over here to my character, you can see I haven't died at all. I've gotten 36 zombie kills. Like I said, I've been building all that stuff, which also gives you levels. And then I've also been, what's it called? I killed the pig. Anything that you're doing in the game is going to level you up. So killing that animal and then cooking its meats also levels you as well. So all that stuff is definitely A+. Let's go ahead and learn it. It doesn't matter. Oh, look, and we found a beaker. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Okay, so that's a new recipe. So we hadn't learned it yet. Which is fine. I just wanted to point out that if we had already learned it, I wanted to point out how much XP it would have probably given me, but it doesn't matter. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't remember if the Horde comes on the 6th night or the 7th night. I want to say it's the 7th night, but it may actually be the 6th night because it goes into the 7th of the morning. So, I mean, we may, here in a second, actually face the Horde. But I am going to cut it for now. Actually, you know what? No. Let's get all the way to... Oh, there's nothing in there. Let's get all the way to the house first, and I'll show you guys how the beaker and the pot work. So, and we can actually boil our water now that we have a beaker as well. So this is our house. We're going to jump in here. I knocked down all the trees in front of the house and everything. So if you come over here to the fireplace, hit triangle to use. There's the pot. I just want to show you guys. So like I found this, you literally click on it, go up here, hit it again, it goes in there. Same thing with the beaker. And then this grill you can eventually make, but I don't have the stuff to make it yet. So now from here, what I can do is if I want to make boiled water, you click on that and it'll show you need 1 bottle of murky water. So I can actually turn all 12 of these into cooked water. So we're going to take this, we're going to put it there, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to make all 12 murky water into boiled water, which is just, it just makes it so that you can actually drink it. Like it's just way better to eat it like that, or drink it that way you're not getting sick. And then you have your corn on the cob, which is also going to use our water to do it. So we're not going to do that because we can eat the corn the way it is. We can make 3 boiled eggs, which I have more than 3 boiled eggs. Eventually we can make a baked potato. I don't know what you need for that. I would assume that you need, okay, yeah, you need the cooking grill. Bacon and eggs, you need raw meat and eggs. We have the eggs, we just don't have the raw meat. Boiled, you need the raw meat and water, which we have water, but I don't want to do that. Now if you look here, cans, I don't know how this works, but cans can also be used to, see, you can, I don't know how to get snow. You can use cans to make boiled water as well. I don't usually mess with the cans. Usually you can find these glass jars anywhere, so it's not really a big thing that you have to go around looking for them. We're going to drop that because we don't need that. Alright, all of these are done, so we're going to take those out. We're going to put it on top of our other one, and we're going to turn this off. Let's make sure that there are no zombies. Okay. Come over here. Yeah, see, we have tons of eggs. We got 26 eggs up there. Here's the honey that I was talking about. So it says honey is a mother nature's miracles. It restores stamina, gives wellness, and can cure the first stage of an infection. Okay, so there are different stages of infections, like hypothermia and everything else. If you're still in that first stage, it looks like honey can cure it. If you're beyond that, then you're probably not going to get anything else. All this stuff is stuff that I've been finding. I have not crafted any of this. This right here is a mission that we can do, which I'll go over missions probably in the next episode or something like that. It just requires you to go to a specific point on the map and do a certain task or something like that. There's also treasure ones that can be found. There's a lot of different things that you can do in the game. That just happens to be one of them. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see what all can be stacked in these things. So that can go in there, that can go there. We're going to take all of the feathers out. I guess we can put that in. Actually, you know what? No, let's take that. Where'd it go? What was it? The glass jar. Stop it. It's lagging. Take that back out. We can put that in. I kind of want to put this in there too, but I don't have room for it. All these weapon parts and everything, you don't have to keep them. I don't know why I am. I normally don't have weapons for a while. Let's go ahead and get rid of them. Same thing with the bullets. You can actually use them for other stuff. These you can break down. They'll give you metal, as you can see, or iron. Let's see how many. Okay, they're all done being decrafted or dismantled, whatever you want to call it. Alright, throw all those in there. Alright, so in the meantime, I am going to... Oh, it snowed. See, and this is why you want that fireplace up there, because if it snows while the Horde night is going on, you can freeze to death, and the whole point of you trying to stay alive up there was pointless. I am going to stop the video here, though, guys. I'm going to start crafting a whole bunch of arrows, and I'm going to finish up with these spikes, and if the Horde night comes tonight, I will turn it back on. If not, then I will see you guys in another night. But either way, I will be right back. Alright guys, so the Horde night was not last night, which means it's going to be tonight. It should start at like 2200, it's 1918 right now. I did just get a whole bunch of meat, and I wanted to show you guys when I eat this so that you guys can see how the wellness works. My wellness went down again, so I'm back to 97 on my health and my stamina because I ate some of those sham sandwiches since I didn't have any food. But I just killed this deer. He gave me 5 pieces of meat. I just now cooked them, and I'm going to eat them now. So I'm going to eat all 5 of them. Oh, actually, no, maybe I won't. Because that right there is already back to 100. Alright, let's see if we get a wellness back off of that. It may take a second. Also, I chased him over by the trader, and I was trying to hit him with the bow and arrow, and I missed a couple times, and I hit the actual trader base, and it made like a weird ping sound. I don't know if it's because I was hitting metal, or if it's because if you do that enough times, maybe they'll, you know, not trade with you. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and jump up here. It doesn't matter that I have the meat on me. They're going to smell me anyway. They're going to know I'm here, so I'm not really worried about holding on to the meat. I did get a little bit more corn. Did not get more water, but I found more glass jars. I went and checked out the farm that was in the area, and there's actually a weapon safe there. If you guys come across a weapon safe, you can find actual guns already made in there. You can find blueprints for guns, or you can find gun parts. Gun parts is probably going to be your most common thing. I think it's rare to find bullets in there. Bullets usually get in other places, or you can make them or whatever. I'm sure you can find them in there, but I just don't think I've come across them as much. So on the 7th night, this sky is actually going to turn red, and it's going to start wigging out. You'll see, like, I think you'll hear a scream when the nighttime actually happens, and then the Horde will just come out of nowhere, and they'll just keep, coming. And it lasts the entire night. I made two bows. They're at 243 because I was running around killing more stuff. As you look here, you can see I'm up to 54 zombies. Like I said, I took on the farm. I went and raided a camp and everything like that just to get some of the materials and stuff I have. As you can see, my guy's a little more upgraded. I've been finding a whole bunch of clothes and everything. I think the only thing I'm still wearing that I've made is this plant fiber gloves right here. I did find a blueprint to learn leg armor, and I did learn it, but it didn't do anything for me. I didn't use that 40 points. I'm up to 60 now. So we're going to go ahead and use these now. Maybe it'll help me throughout the night. So we're going to do one in here, buy that one. And see, now I have to wait till level 20 to do that one again. We're going to do the camel. Have to wait till level 20 for that one. This is another thing, archery. It is a thing that you actually have to level up. The more points you put into it, the more damage it's going to do. I'm not going to put points into it, but I completely forgot that was even a thing. I thought it was just going to go off of how strong my bow was. So my bow is actually going to be very weak, so it's actually kind of a good thing that I have almost 400 arrows or whatever. Plus I miss a lot anyway, so that's why I did that. We're going to go ahead and do this sexual tyrannosaur twice. Oh, I can do it 3 times. I only have 20 points left. We'll leave that for a second. What else do I want to do, if anything? I already have the workbench. I don't have the workbench, but I can learn it because our construction tool's up there now. That only leaves me with 5 points though. Let's see what else we have. Scavenging wouldn't be bad, but that you'll just get from looting in general. Oh, what was this health nut thing? Minimum maximum wellness. Okay. We won't mess with that right now. And as far as I know, you could just keep leveling your character. I don't know if there's a minimum or maximum for your character, but it's definitely something that you can keep doing as far as I know. So it's pretty much nighttime now. What was I going to do? The bench. And that leaves us with 5. We'll just leave it there. Yeah, see, so it's red now. As soon as 22 rolls around, you'll start seeing the zombies come out. Yeah, we have 356 arrows. So if we die doing this, then we probably weren't meant to live anyway. Let's go ahead and drink a little bit of water. Water's at 100. Let's eat one more thing of food. Not hungry. Okay. Alright, and now let's prep. So I want to show you guys. So I'm crouched down. I'm undetected. As soon as it's going to hit 2300, it's automatically going to go to 100. Whether I had the food on me or not. I can actually... Can I put the food in here? I think I can. Yeah, so I'm not being smelled right now. So I just want to show you guys that no matter where you are or anything, you're going to be hunted. We just got to wait till 2022. I didn't go out as far with the things either. I went one past the first pillar, so that if they fall in the gap, like if they do end up getting up the ladder and they fall in the gap, they will land on the spikes. They can't technically climb, like they're not smart enough to go and find a ladder. But if you're by the ladder or if they're chasing you towards the ladder, yeah, see, we're already being hunted. And there they come. So, yeah, they just come from everywhere. So, if they're following you towards the ladder, They're definitely going to follow you up the ladder, just out of luck. We're going to waste a whole bunch of arrows doing this. She's not even here yet. Okay, that one's being dumb. This guy, I think, can set you on fire if he touches you. I don't think he can really damage your like, I don't think he can catch your buildings or anything that you've built on fire, but he can definitely set you on fire if you let him hit you. She's still alive, yeah. Look at that. Smart zombie. Coming up again, aren't you? One of you guys are. You gonna make it? No? You gonna walk off to the side? Okay. Now, just imagine if, whoa. I don't know what that was. He was glitched. So just imagine if, oh god, a little bit of lag. Imagine if I did leave the running on and these guys were running at me, they would come at you a lot faster. It'd be a lot harder to keep them off you and stuff. He died on his own. See, and they are taking damage, obviously. I'm just trying to save the spike being damaged as much. And I'm actually trying to level up the archery as well, because the archery will definitely come in handy later when you're trying to hunt a deer or a pig or something. You won't have to use as many arrows to kill them if it's stronger. Are you dead? Yeah, you are. They're already going to break that one over there. Yeah, see, they already decreased it. She's standing under it, hitting it. She's stuck on it. Someone's stuck on it. And if they take out that one underneath, that whole column's going to fall. Which is fine. That's why I didn't connect it or whatever. But yeah, they're definitely going to break that one. That's fine. I kind of want to watch it fall. Or at least want it to be on screen when it falls. Yep, there it goes. See, so now if I fall down over there, I can't come up on that spot. And that's just because the zombie got lucky and just got stuck over there. And they're actually doing quite a bit of damage to the spikes down there. It looks like they're already disappearing a little bit. Not really. They're being damaged a little bit, but they're not disappearing. I think our athletics went up from holding the R2 button by like holding back the arrow when you're trying to shoot or whatever. Because I think that uses stamina doing that. Maybe not, because my stamina's not going down. And of course I can't hit you. I'm trying to stay away from that middle pillar if they get close, because if that middle pillar goes, we're pretty much screwed. Now another thing you can do, which I've done before, is you can build that middle pillar and then build a whole bunch of bigger ones around it, or not bigger, but so you can do the middle pillar and then do like pillars around that middle pillar so that it protects it as well. And you just died on your own. I don't know why I'm standing on that one. That's the one that's already, yeah, that wouldn't be good. So I have my daytime, nighttime set to 18 hours. So they should stop spawning, or I wouldn't say, yeah, they should stop spawning at about 4 o'clock in the morning, server time. The good thing about that is that you don't have to worry about them coming anymore, but the bad thing is that you still do have to kill all of the ones that are currently spawned in at that time. They won't just despawn just because it's 4 o'clock. So, but at that point, as long as like they're all crawlers like this, you can probably just jump down there and just start hitting them or getting better shots on them while you're down there. In the higher levels, you'll start getting the stuff that you won't be able to do this with. So you'll get bees that can actually fly, like giant bees. You'll get dogs. You'll get ones that can spit at you. There's ones that can just climb, like straight up climb the wall, like they don't need a ladder or whatever. So there's tons of different kinds of zombies in this game. It's just, it all depends on how long you're in the game for and you haven't died. Looks like they're all coming from this way though. Like I haven't seen any come from that way. And right now what I'm doing is I'm obviously just taking out all of the walkers, the ones that are still walking, and then the ones that are crawling, I'm kind of letting the spikes do their thing. You can hear them dying down there. That sound, that's them turning into mush. So like after they die, I'll show you. After they die, if you hit them again, you guys have probably already noticed it, but I just want to point it out and show you guys exactly what I mean by it. Oh my god, how am I not hitting this one? So after they die, if you hit them again, they turn into... Oh, well, they turn into that right there. All those ones were like that just because they were on the spikes, so technically when they fell over, they took one last hit, I believe, and that's why they're dead. Or that's why they look like that anyway. Now this part's a little tricky. You're probably thinking, oh hey, they stopped, you can jump down there. Sometimes they will stop. A lot of times it'll just take a minute for the next wave to come in. That was literally just the first wave. So sometimes they won't spawn anymore, sometimes they will. I just would not jump down until it's 4 a.m. Especially if you have the running on, because they're going to run out of nowhere and they're going to smack you and it's going to hurt a lot. I believe they're, I could be wrong about that, but I believe they're stronger during the Horde night as well. Yep, we got our maximum health back up to 98. See if we can drink a little water, see if we can get that up again. And that's why I made 2 bows. This one's actually almost broken. And I went through about 100 arrows, if anyone is paying attention to that. But that was also me missing a whole bunch of times. We got about 2 hours left. I'm going to stay up here. At least until like 3:30. There's one out there coming. It's a crawler. Still none came from our house, which is kind of good. One of the bad things is that if they do come from like wherever your home is built and they can't get around it, they get stuck on the walls or whatever, they will just start hitting your house even if you're not in it, just to get through so that they can come over here. So something to be careful with. They will definitely still destroy your house. That's if they get stuck on it. There's another one just spawned in. And then the bodies kind of stay there for a minute, so you will have time to go down and loot them. They will start disappearing. sometimes even before you get down there. But if they're still there, definitely try to loot them. Any of the ones that looks like nurses may have like medical supplies on them. Any of the other ones just have like random stuff. Could be anywhere from like food to water to just a random thing that they had on them. Like, I don't know, cotton, like random stuff. Dead. Okay. Yeah, it's a little harder to see when it's not snowing. That's the only thing I like about the snow. Especially if there's crawlers. Like I said, if you leave this grass stuff all the way over here and everything, and you have a crawler crawling up to you, it's going to be very hard to see him. The ground right there is messed up like that because when something collapses, it basically turns into rubble and it kind of blends in with the ground. So now there's like a little hill there from when they knocked over the pillar. Oh, I hear one. There you are. Oh, no. To cancel like that, if you already pull, hit circle, it'll put it back down. You won't lose anything. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. All I did was scrap it. And we're going to scrap this stone axe too because we have another one here that's at full potential. Full durability. I don't know why I said potential. Alright, for the most part it looks like that's it. You may get some stragglers that come in even after 4 o'clock in the morning. There's one right there. So be careful with that because technically the horde doesn't stop until the last one's dead. I think there's a sound that it makes when the horde stops as well. We'll find out here in a second. I was going to say, how many times am I going to miss? Okay, that sound is the end of the night. Now, the fact that she was still alive and she was part of the horde, if I would have jumped down there and I would have ran off, she still would be hunting me. Alright, so that's how you want to check. Hit your R3 button. The sky's going to stay red for the entire day. Hit your R3 button, and if you're undetected, there should be no more down there. I believe that sky stays red the rest of the day. So we're going to jump down here. We're going to check these ones on the outside first. Wrong button. We're going to pick up anything they had. Most of the time when it's horde night, you'll get a lot of stuff from these guys. It won't just be nothing. Where if you're just killing regular random zombies just throughout the night or whatever, there won't be stuff on them sometimes. But if it's horde night, usually they're packed with stuff. It may not always be good stuff like that. Don't really need that, but we'll take it. And then the only bad thing about the way that I set this up is it's going to be really hard to get the ones that are over there in the middle. A lot of times I just leave them and don't mess with it. If you come across areas like this where your wood is damaged, you may just want to break it and go over there and get them, but I mean, it's up to you. But that's another reason why I try to kill the ones on the outside that are walking around first before messing with these ones, because you want to try to catch them outside of the area. Look at that, they were already damaging that one too. You want to try to catch them outside of the area, that way you may be able to still get something off of them. And then the rest of today, unless you're like looting buildings and stuff, you should not see any zombies. Like, none should spawn on you. But that's not a guarantee, so I would still be careful with that. Ooh. Ow! It wasn't even worth it, and now I'm bleeding. Let's use a regular bandage, not that one. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I just threw that out. Okay, well, we're not even bleeding anymore, so... Let's go ahead and eat that. Drink some more water. Yep, we're back up to 99 again. get as much of this stuff as we can. As you can see, a lot of it is food items. We already have Spam. We got 2 things of cans, a whole bunch of sham sandwiches, moldy bread. Alright, no more red sky. That's a good sign. I didn't go for that airdrop because I started to. And there's actually a mountain right there. Like, as soon as you get over this hill, you can't really see it because of the fog. It's basically right on the other side, like behind that building there. The mountain. And I could probably run around it, but I didn't know how long it would take to run around it. There's a zombie over there to the right. I guess they do still kind of spawn in. But yeah, here's the mountain. And I don't want to try running around it just to go and get it. Another thing that I've been meaning to point out, and I keep forgetting, if you are running downhill in the game, downhill, I don't care how big the hill is, if you're running downhill, try walking. Because, like, I'll show you guys, like, it should be fine on this hill, but I'm going to show you anyway. So if I run, you're kind of sped up a little bit. If you do it down a steep hill, you will get, like, it'll kind of launch you out into the abyss. And you will take fall damage. If you take fall damage, a lot of times you'll break your legs, or it'll say that you sprained your ankle or whatever. You need one of these, which is a splint. You can definitely make these. It says use splints to mend sprained or broken limbs. Splints do not protect against further injury. So basically, it doesn't heal you immediately. It works the way a splint actually works. Like if you put the splint on, you have to wait for a certain amount of time and it will eventually heal. So say I sprained my ankle or whatever in the game, and it says it's going to take 30 minutes to heal on its own with no splint. If I put the splint on, it might take like 5 or 10 minutes. So it greatly reduces the time, but you'll still be hurt. I hear another zombie. There you are. You're a nurse too. I'll kill you. So one of the things you guys may want to do, like I said, is you guys may want to actually level up your archery before day 7. As you can see, I didn't have an issue with it, but it's something you may want to do. You can definitely one-shot zombies. You can one-shot their heads right off, like they will actually, their heads will actually explode and stuff like that. These right here, it's a blood draw kit. You can draw blood from yourself when you're healthy or whatever, and you can use it to heal. I don't think they go bad, but later on, like if I'm damaged or whatever, I can actually use it to heal. So if I hit triangle on it, you can see it'll take 25 health away from me, but it also costs 800 if you want to buy them, and if you want to sell them, it's actually worth quite a bit. So what you can do with these, if I hit use on it right now, it'll take away 25 of my health, which I can get back because I have food and everything right now. And I can save that blood bag for later. Once like the damage kicks in, like say I'm fighting zombies and I start losing a whole bunch of health or something like that, I can actually use that blood bag. I don't know if it gives you 25 back or if it's something else, but it's definitely something you can take a look at, and you can definitely heal yourself and get out of a sticky situation. When you do start getting pretty injured in the game, it will show, what's it called? It'll show like everything. You won't be able to really see in color. It'll all turn like black and white. So if you're starting to see black and white, that means your health is low. Sometimes I've been fighting like dogs or something like that, and I'm not really paying attention, and I kill everything, and then I'm running around and everything starts going black and white, and I'm like, what the hell? It's because I was bleeding the whole time, which it'll show down in the bottom left, kind of how it shows the nose right now. It'll show like a little blood drop symbol or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the symbol is, but make sure that you guys always have bandages on you or some type of cloth. Worst case scenario, you can always take off some of your clothes. You can scrap them. It'll give you cloth, and then you can use that to make bandages. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I just wanted to show you guys how I do my Horde night, at least the first one anyway. It looks like we're back over by the farm. From here, I am going to try to locate a better building, and I'm going to move all the stuff that I've been saving over there to that building, so it's actually going to take me a while. But thank you guys for joining me. Make sure that you guys are subscribers. We're still doing the giveaway at 100 subscribers. You must be a subscriber to be entered in the giveaway. Make sure you guys are liking the videos, and if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything you want to tell me, make sure you put it down in the comment section. I take feedback, all kinds of feedback. Definitely looking forward to hearing from you guys. If you guys like the videos, let me know. If you don't like them, let me know that as well. That way we can figure out what I'm doing wrong and why people aren't subscribing. But thanks anyway, guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.